very glad that you were able to get through those challenges. Life does that to us. I know that I had a few years back that unfortunately I don't write or sing, so I couldn't use that as a credit.
You can't sing, that's for sure.
Worked for you, and yes, I cannot sing. That's why I play the music, because I can't make it. But Loretta, thank you so much for coming and sharing your story, your time, of course, and
Thanks,
your
Loretta.
beautiful music with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Loretta Hagen. Here's the title song
guys.
from her newest CD, Lucky Stars.
While lying in a hospital, get well cards and phone calls had me feeling wonderful. I felt love. I am here and well today. I sure do appreciate the good folks that share my days under skies above. We raise our kids and help our parents. We send out wishes and hope they've landed on a place where dreams will hit their mark. We're no strangers to trial and error. Somehow we make it, and it makes us better. We can thank those diamonds that light the dark, our lucky stars. Hours fly till the day ends, leaves us wondering where it went. Took the time to send your heart. We raise our kids, help our parents. We send out wishes and hope they've landed on a place where dreams their mark. We're no strangers, trial and error. Somehow we make it, and it makes us better. We can thank those diamonds that light the dark, lucky stars, our lucky stars, our lucky stars, lucky stars.
Loretta Hagen, Lucky Stars. What a lovely lady. So glad to have her on the show here on the David Bowers Awards. And don't forget to send us the name of your favorite indie artist, because you're running out of time. The end of the month is the end of the entry period. Send us the name of your favorite indie artists right here to David at TheDavidBowersAwards. I'm sorry, TheDavidBowers.com. That's David at TheDavidBowers.com. We're giving you a chance to help us select nominees for the Independent Tone Awards in December. All you have to do to be a part of it is tell us your favorite indie artists. From the names you sent in, we will select those to be nominated by us for Independent Tone Awards, and they'll go into the total nominations, and they will be figured out next month and awarded in December. We'll be bringing you the results right here on the David Bowers Awards. So get busy. Send us the name of your favorite indie artist too. I'll try to get that right this time. David at TheDavidBowers.com. Do it now. Our next guest is a gentleman who's been around for a few years and has put out some heavy-duty hits. He has written songs like Something Like That, which was a monster for Tim McGraw. He's a BMI award-winning songwriter, having sold over 20 million albums, songs on 4 greatest hits albums and albums of the year. And his songs have been recorded by artists like Earl Thomas Conley, Eddie Raven, Tanya Tucker, Montgomery Gentry, Tim McGraw I mentioned, Juliana Hough, Martina McBride, a whole bunch of people. And he's written some of country radio's favorite songs like Something Like That, which I mentioned, the barbecue song, and more. We could go on forever, and you'd never get to hear his music. So we'll talk to him in a moment. Right now, let's listen to a thing he calls Home for the Weekend. Here's Rick Ferrell.
Think I'm gonna go home for the weekend, do some fishing and see some old friends. I can't believe how long it's been. I'm going home for the weekend. Mama's been blowing up my phone, said I better get my big butt home. If I leave now, I'll be there by 10. I'm going home for the weekend. It's a raise 'em up, throw 'em back kind of place, a dot on the map sitting on the riverbank, a real good place to raise your sins. I'm going home for the weekend. It's an old school, a little rundown, a beer joint barbecue, hand me downtown. I know I'm there when I cross that bridge, going home for the weekend. Watch a little football with my old man, load the 410, shoot some beer cans, look up a girl I knew back when. I'm going home for the weekend. I might go down to Sally's bar, I used to play there for the tip jar, well they'd be up fighting 3 chords in. I'm going home for the weekend. It's a raise 'em up, throw 'em back kind of place, a dot on the map sitting on the riverbank, a real good place to raise your sins. I'm going home for the weekend. It's an old school, a little rundown, a beer joint barbecue, hand me downtown. I know I'm there when I cross that bridge, going home for the weekend. Now say what you want to say about that small town USA. But come on now, we still got the best looking women, pick up a shovel and still make a living. The Sunday preacher is a real close friend. I'm going home for the weekend. It's a raise 'em up, throw 'em back kind of place, a dot on the map sitting on the riverbank, a real good place to erase your sins. I'm going home for the weekend. It's an old school, a little rundown, a beer joint barbecue, hand me downtown. I know I'm there when I cross that bridge, going home for the weekend. Yeah, the craziest place that I've ever been. I'm going home for the weekend. Oh! Going home. Going home. I'm going home for the weekend.
And right now, here is the man himself. Come on in here, Rick Ferrell. Say hello.
Hey, everybody. How you doing, John?
Hey, we're doing great here, Rick. This is Dave, and John is standing by. He'll be talking to you, too, and we're just happy to have you here with us. Great song. Love that Home for the Weekend, and I know the listeners are going to love No Easy Way, which we'll get to in just a couple of minutes, but want to touch upon your career because you've had quite a career as a writer as well as a performer. And since we've only got about 10 minutes or so to chat, I thought maybe we could fill it up. You could just run down the list of names of people you've written songs for, and that should pretty much take up the whole 10 minutes.
Well, I don't know about that, but I've been blessed in a lot of ways, because I come to Nashville as an artist, a singer-songwriter, and I've always just kind of written songs for myself and been fortunate, when somebody picks one up and records it and it ends up doing well. So, I mean, I guess in a lot of ways I've made the bulk of my living unexpectedly through songwriting for other artists, And so I guess you never know sometimes on your path.
No, you never know what's going to happen. Life can throw you some wild, crazy curves. And I guess probably the best known right off the top of the songs you have written that other people have made hits of was Tim McGraw's Something Like That. How did that come about?
The barbecue stain song is everybody.
Right. Right. That's the one.
I grew up in a small town in southern Ohio, right on the Ohio River. And really, the only thing you had to look forward to, other than ball games and stuff, was the county fair every summer. So it was your typical, demolition derby, and they would bring in a lot of country acts. Would put on concerts there, and at the time, they would get pretty much the big, they'd get the headliners back then. I mean, we would get, Entertainer of the Year would come through. I mean, Travis Tritt, in his heyday, and
right,
I think even Garth might have come through. But so I mean, and you had what they called the River Days Queens, which was the big beauty pageant that they took from every high school. So that was a big deal on the girls' side of things. But so I kind of catered that song around when I got my license and I was 16 and got to drive out to the county fair for the first time by myself, and so the experience of that. So there's a lot of truth in the song, on my end of things.
Sure. That's where a lot of the best music comes from. Is from life experiences. As a matter of fact, they even allude to that in that TV commercial where they're getting off the bus and what's his face, the football quarterback there for New York. He's saying, music is life experiences, and it is. A lot of it is very much that. Now listen,
Peyton and Brad. Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah,
that's the one.
Now, people are aware that once you make contacts and you have a few songs that you write that are successful, that people come knocking on your door. They want to hear new music. It's easy for you to go out and pitch your songs. Maybe a little harder to get them sold, but the contacts are there and everything. What is interesting to know is, how did you break the ice? How did you get the first few songs out and get people interested in them?
It's funny because, like I said, I was always focusing on getting a record deal, and